Welcome Pisces, welcome Dreamweavers, welcome back, and we're going to get right into this reading. So let's go. Listen, today's all about your inner compass, going within to do the things that you need to do. And I have brought out, which I haven't in a while, the Dreamweavers Pisces After 40 deck that I created for this channel a while ago. It's an oracle deck that I created. I've been testing it out and playing around with it, and I have a surprise for you guys next week too. I have another new deck that I think that you guys will enjoy. But for now, we're gonna go with this deck. And I was kind of playing around when I first created the channel, and I was like, you know what, let me create a special deck just for you. And so we're gonna get right into this message for you. All right, Pisces. Okay, so we have Inner Compass. That was the first card I pulled. Lunar Reverie. That's your energy. That's your energy for real. The moonlight holds your secrets. Find clarity in its phases. And the Inner Compass card says, trust your intuition to navigate the unknown. And then we have Shattered Dreams. Broken visions birth stronger ones. And then we have Devotion. Commit with your spirit, not just your words. And then Manifestation. Oh yeah. Manifestation code. The key to abundance is within. This is all about you, Pisces. And I love that it says here, Shattered Dreams. This is the center of your reading. I feel now that you're looking and you're going within and you're remembering. You're starting to remember a lot of dreams that you had, maybe from even back when you were a child. And a lot of those dreams felt shattered. Maybe parts of you were shattered as you went through life. Maybe if you felt like you would never regain this, and now you're coming to the realization that all these shattered dreams were to give birth for stronger ones. And so as you remember, maybe there's some things that you even forgot that you haven't thought about for a long time. Dreams that you had, and you're like, damn, like, wow, I wanted to do this thing. This is how I thought my life was going to look. And now you're starting to see that it's even that all those dreams that got shattered, that felt broken, all those parts of you that felt broken, that you've reclaimed, but you've reclaimed them not to go back to those dreams that were shattered to try to fix them, only to be birthing new, stronger dreams than you could have ever imagined. And it's almost like without those shattered dreams, you couldn't even be where you are today. And I think that's the realization that you're coming to. And this is where your inner compass and the lunar reverie comes in. Because all of this has been about trusting your intuition to navigate the unknown. Because you could not have possibly known that there would be stronger dreams. Because when you feel broken, when your dreams are shattered, it just feels like the end, right? But with ends always comes new beginnings. And it's very interesting. 8 + 2 is 10, right? With the end comes new beginnings. And so it's with the lunar reverie, it's almost like Pisces, you're dreamers. That's why I call you dreamweavers, because I feel like Pisces manifests through their dreams. What's interesting about that is that you manifest through your thoughts and your dreams, and that when you were having negative thoughts, a lot of times you were manifesting more negative things into your life without even realizing it, right? This is like the unconscious Pisces. But now with inner compass here and trust your intuition to navigate the unknown, it's like you're conscious of who you are. You know who you are. You know who you were meant to be. And with lunar reverie, it's like you're mastering. The moon is your energy, right? What's hidden? It's like almost like the duality of you, because the moon is illuminated by the sun, right? It's illuminated by the sun, and that's why we can see it, is because the sun, although it's dark outside, you can see the moon because the sun's lighting it up. Some of you might actually be working with the moon cycles, but maybe you're more even aware of how you manifest with the moon. We talk about a lot about new moon and the new moon and the full moon, right? Because the new moon is when you manifest the new into your life, and the full moon is when you do the releasing. But how about all the phases in between, right? There's the waning gibbous moon. There's all these other phases of the moon. Some of you are going to be learning how to work with the moon, because the moon is your inner compass. Now that you've mastered, right? And you're mastering that shadow part of you, but you're realizing it's through all those shattered dreams, right? And you're using that to power through and manifest this new life, the stronger dreams. And devotion. We have devotion and manifestation code. It's like you're breaking the code. Like you're breaking the key to abundance is within, of course, but everyone has their own manifestation code. And so there's certain things each of us has to do to heal. And it's like you're breaking your code. You found the key. You started to realize that you had to commit not just to others, because Pisces commits to others always really easily, right? That's the shadow side of Pisces. But the light side of Pisces is committing to yourself. Like you've learned to commit to yourself, but you've had to learn to do this with all your heart, right? I feel like this is why fire energy is coming out a lot for you lately, because I feel like, look at the fire out of there. It's only when you had the desire and you committed to yourself and you fully, with all your spirit, committed to yourself, that you really started to manifest the things that you want in your life. And I think that through this manifestation code that you're breaking for yourself, it's almost like you're going to be manifesting with this card here. It's going to be even more bigger and better than you had ever imagined. And people around you are going to be all over it. When I say they're going to be all over it, they're going to be seeing you do this. And commit with all your spirit. And when you committed to yourself, when you committed to your dreams with all your spirit, your spirit team came in and doubled down with you, which kind of I'm trying to think of the word I'm looking for. It's like the fire energy in you is exponential now, because it's radiating from the inside out, right? And so like that fire energy is like 10 times if it was only just your fire energy, but it's your fire energy and you're radiating the fire energy from your spirit team, if that makes sense. This is making you unstoppable. And it's almost like it's appearing to others that you've done this. Like now, like how did you do this? How did you go from shattered dreams to bigger and better? How does that happen? All the pieces were broken. How did you fix it? But here's the thing, you didn't fix it. You transmuted it. Yes, you went back and retrieved all the broken pieces so you could see clearly, right? Lunar reverie, so you could see clearly all the pieces. But only so you could manifest bigger and better. This is all part of your healing journey. And now that your inner compass is so strong and you're trusting in your intuition, you can't be stopped. People cannot penetrate your aura. People cannot get past your fire. It's not like anything that you're doing to anyone, but with all this fire burning, someone's going to get burned. if they're not ready. If they're not coming and they're not matching this energy, they're going to get burnt. Or they're actually, yeah, because they're going to have to back up. If you've ever gone camping and had a bonfire, right? A bonfire, when it first lights up, it's small, and then when all the wood lights up, that flame is huge, right? And you have to back up and you have to move the chair and move away from it, right? And that's it. Now when people approach you, they have, if they're not coming with the correct type of energy, they have to back it up. They have to step back. That's to say, when people approach you, they have to approach you now with respect. They can't come with disrespect. When they come with disrespect, that flame, the flame gets bigger, and they got to step back. And it's not you. This is you here, and then this is your spirit team on the outside, these flames. This is your protection. Because when it was just you, they could just come, throw water on it, throw emotions on your flame, and then make you take a step backwards. But now when they come and they're coming and they're trying to throw water, they are met with this, and one little cup of water cannot put out all these flames. So what people used to do when they approach you, it's not working anymore. I'm really drawn by the Lunar Reverie card because I'm feeling like it's almost like the moon holds your secrets and clarity in its phases. I don't know. I really feel like this is significant. You might want to look. There might be certain things you want to manifest using the different phases of the moon to manifest some things. I don't know that much about it. Maybe I'll look into it afterwards, but because it's coming up right now, I'm hearing like there's certain things that you want to manifest at certain times. Oh my gosh, manifestation code. Okay. Listen to me, and listen to me closely. Okay, you see here, like this looks like, right? Kind of like a lunar eclipse. You see that? And I heard someone say the other day that you don't want to manifest during a lunar eclipse. I think there's a full moon coming up with a lunar eclipse. This might be significant. You might want to look into that because this is part of your manifestation code of when, because you're working with the moon now. Many of you are working with the moon, or you need to be working with the moon, because maybe in the past, like you've manifested and then you thought like, I don't know what happens when you manifest during an eclipse. It seems like maybe manifestations don't take place, or maybe you're casting, I'm hearing you'll be casting a shadow on your manifestations. And maybe in the past you just heard, oh yeah, you manifest during a full moon, and you may have done your manifestation rituals during a full moon eclipse, and then realized like things went kind of wonky. If you are using the moon, which it seems like the moon holds secrets and clarity in its phases, and manifestation code is here, and we know that people use the moon to manifest and release. You want to be working with those cycles and working with them properly. And I feel like there's a key to your abundance in this. And we all know that the moon can be used for black magic too. I'm not talking about that because that's a whole different cup of tea, and we're not going to get into that, but because that's not what we're doing here, right? You're just manifesting what's yours in conjunction with your higher spirit teams. We're not working with darkness. And you know what I heard the other day too? Who did I hear say this? I heard someone say, this was another reader, say something about that it's almost like your ancestors, because and maybe that's where the protection is coming from, could be part of the manifestation code, that because you've balanced yourself. Now, hear me out here, bear with me, You've broken some generational curses that you possibly have your even members of your spirit team who are not for the highest good, that because you've conquered some things may be like working for you now. That means that you have maybe ancestors who were not working with the light, they were working with the dark, causing chaos, leaving karma. You've burned through all the karma. You've elevated, right? You're of a higher vibration, and now they don't go away, but they're there to work for you. And I'm bringing this up because this is why it's very important that you understand your position and your power, right? Because if you're here, higher vibrational, they're here, lower vibrational, and now they're working for you. Let's say all your ancestors are now working for you. Whether they're of the light or not, they're all working for you. In order for you to maintain this power, and in order for you to pass this on to generations, you have to maintain the light. And so you have to stay high vibrational. It's a burden that you have to carry now. So with all this abundance and this ability to manifest and breaking the code, manifestation code, and having elevated past to this point where you've broken so many generational curses, and are all generational curses for that matter, in your family, to help those in your family elevate, you also elevate your ancestors of the light and of the shadows, right? That's why they say, if you read the Bible, they say it goes back 10 generations back, 10 generations forward. When you break generational curses, so that means that those ancestors are working for you, and that even though they were of the shadow, even though they wanted to stay in that negative energy, they had no choice but to elevate. I hope this is making sense. They have had to elevate, and in order for them to stay there, you have to stay there, because you're going to pass this energy that you have now, you're passing it on to generations forward so that they can continue to elevate. And as they elevate, the generations before continue to elevate also. And this is the key to the abundance within. Not being stuck in what was. Because if you were stuck in what was, let's say you got stuck in, what my ancestors did, or my ancestors were involved in black magic, my ancestors were involved in esoteric negativity and things like that, and then you say, well, you know what, that's on them. When you've done all the work and you cleared the path for them too. Maybe they didn't know how to, right? And now I'm hearing this is strange, I don't know where this is coming from, but like now, even those ancestors, just like we reincarnate lifetime after lifetime, when at some point they reincarnate, they get to come back in the light, learn the lessons. They're going to come back and have to learn all the lessons, just like you had to learn all the lessons, but they get to come back in the light and get to continue to elevate for generations moving forward. And heal their past karma. Because of what you've done, you're giving them the ability to do that. This is huge, what you've done. The manifestation code that you've broken. It's about vibrational abundance. Okay, let me I hope that makes sense, Pisces. I wasn't expecting the message to go there, but it did, and so it is, and it's good. It's all good stuff. Sometimes we don't think about, as we're healing, we think we're healing for us, we want to heal, but we don't think about how our healing is healing the generations before us. I know maybe some of you are not religious. I'm not very religious either, but I do know that breaking generational trauma, and you can look it up, you can just Google it. When you break generational traumas, it's for 10 generations before you. And that means that those ancestors, when they reincarnate, they get to come and continue not on the path that they were on, right? They get a chance to come back and burn off that karma. They get to come back and continue to manifest the light that you left for them, because one day you'll be an ancestor. When they reincarnate, you'll be an ancestor that they're looking to. And then you now will be that high vibration, that light, that protection for them. I can't make it up. This is good against evil, the Hierophant and the devil. This has been a battle between high vibration and low vibration, and you won the battle. And you won the battle for them. This is an ancestral reading right now. I didn't know we were going here. Because you were able to commit with all your spirit, not just words. Maybe when they tried to raise their vibration, they were doing it with words, but you realized that you had to do it with all your spirit. And because you did it with all your spirit, you were able to break the code. And now, because you realize you found balance, you know that there's good and there's evil, but you know that you can transcend evil, and you understand that. That's so crazy. The Hierophant and the devil. It's always been a fight between good and evil, right? And don't forget, the devil, or Lucifer, as we know the devil to be in biblical terms, was on this side, right? Look at this as your family, high vibrational, low vibrational. You've made way for the Lucifers in your family to elevate, to regain their throne. Your breaking generational traumas has allowed them to break the chains that they put themselves in. You're helping them break those chains. Redemption, is that the word I'm looking for? I'm hearing redemption. You're giving them a chance to redeem themselves. That's so great. Wow. All right, let me continue, Pisces. Let me see what else Spirit has for you. Your ancestors are so happy. Two of Pentacles and the Magician in reverse. Yep. That's what's at the bottom of the deck, the Magician in reverse. Yeah, they did a lot. They did a lot. Two of Pentacles in reverse. They didn't take the I heard wrong way. Like they went the wrong way. They took a wrong turn. And with all the wrong turns that you could have taken in your life, with all your all the shattered dreams, right? You were still able to commit with all your spirit and find the key to abundance. That's pretty powerful. The Tower in reverse. What did I say? You reverse, you... Wasn't I talking about the moon? You unearth what was hidden and you flip the tower around for your family. I can't make this up. And I didn't start this reading thinking we were going this way. But see, that's why Spirit talks. As readers, we don't decide the energy in the reading. But this is your energy. You need to use the moon. It's almost like I'm hearing like you need to keep some things hidden, but you also, like I said before, the sun illuminates the moon. And I don't see the sun card here right now, but I wouldn't be surprised to see it fall out at this point. This is your intuition. We've been talking about your inner compass, your intuition. Doing the right thing, whatever that is, doing the high vibrational thing, whatever that is, has flipped the tower around for your whole family, for past and future generations. Like I said, 1010. Maybe I'm hearing 1010, maybe because that's endings, but I don't know. I'm not for sure, but I know it's for generations. You can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but it's for so many generations before and so many generations after. If you're still with me, drop me a moon in the comments, please. Look at this. They are celebrating you. They are celebrating you, Pisces. Any other messages for Pisces, Spirit? King of Swords. And King of Pentacles. King of Swords, King of Pentacles in reverse, and King of Swords. I feel like there is a King of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody that did a lot of things in your... one of your ancestors that did a lot of things, bad things for money. They were a King of Pentacles in reverse. And all your healing has flipped them to a King of Swords in the upright. Swords, truth. Yeah, you've bought like, swords, I'm thinking truth, clarity. You've helped turn them into the upright. This is amazing. I can't make it up. Look, at the bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords. You've brought truth, clarity, healing into your whole ancestral line. And you're being Listen, Pisces. Like I said, look at this. King of Pentacles. You turn a King of Pentacles in reverse into a King of Swords, or the healing that you've done. And they are so celebrating you. And with this Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck, it's like righteousness in your bloodline has been restored. Look. Spirit has called judgment. God has called judgment on your family, judgment in your favor. Listen, you're about to see if there's been struggles in your family, people that don't even know what you've done will be benefiting for this. Wait and see. You're going to hear. You're going to start hearing. You're going to be hearing about the successes, the healing and the successes and the abundance that's going to come into your bloodline. Spirit says no more, that's it. You just need to know that there's judgment. You need to know that your ancestral line is so proud of you. And you have a lot of surprises, nice surprises ahead. A lot of struggles for you and your family. A lot of struggles for you and your family line are now over. All right, Pisces, I'm going to close it out here. Drop me your heart, claim the reading, and let's keep weaving that dream together. All right, I will see you in the next one.